Hello, I'm Derek Peterson, the CTO for Boingo Wireless. I'm also the chair or co-chair for the Wireless Broadband Alliance, and I'm the CTO group chair for the Wireless Broadband Alliance for the WBA. You know, the industry's changing and we're ready for another leap in innovation. And whenever there's a leap in innovation, there's a requirement for us to come together as an industry and work to make that leap happen. So with 5G and Wi-Fi 6, the WBA is focused on trying to make sure that leap is successful. And that's one of my key goals, is to help the organization, help the industry, and help all of our consumers to have a better connected experience with 5G and Wi-Fi 6 technologies. You know, one of the challenges as we start connecting billions of devices and connecting more devices of our own and all the different devices that we carry today is we need to realize that a lot of data is being shared and needs to be shared to make our lives better. So I always use an example of what's happening in an airport, because that's what people know Boingo for. But in the example of an airport, you get off a plane and you're coming down the jetway and you're realizing you want to catch an Uber or catch a Lyft to be able to go to your destination. When you get off that aircraft, you're not sure when you're going to call that Uber driver to come get you. And so what you need to do is you need to have the sharing of data between how long it's going to take you to walk out of that gate or get off that gate into the curb, as well as how long or how far away that driver is, so that you can end up reducing the friction of that experience. Sharing that data is an important part of enabling the future that we want with the frictionless society and digital transformation. But when we do that, we have to be responsible, and that's what OptAware is. It's adding responsibility into all the data that we're collecting. It's making people aware of the data that we have, how that data is being used, and basically developing a website where they can come and see that data, they can see how it's being used, and they can be aware of how we're trying to improve their lives. And if they want to, then they can say, I don't want to be a part of that, and do the traditional opt-out or opt-in scenarios. But we like to think of it as better, thinking about it as OptAware instead of an opt-in or opt-out. You know, there's a lot of different trade organizations and industry bodies that get together. The WBA is unique in that the WBA is focused on the end-to-end experience for the user, as well as the end-to-end experience for the business. And because we're focused on that, this is the place you need to be to make that true experience happen. The other industries, I don't want to put them down, and trade associations, they're good, but they're usually focused on one technology or one solution, or they're too technology focused or too business focused. WBA takes that all into consideration, end to end. And so if you're an end to end and you want to solve a problem, this is the place you need to be.